Hello, I'm Dave Karger. Thanks for joining me here on TCM for this week's musical matinee. Today's musical takes us back to the dance crazes of the 1960s through the brilliantly irreverent mind of writer-director John Waters. From 1988, it's Hairspray. Set in Waters' hometown of Baltimore, Maryland in the early 1960s, the story follows a self-proclaimed pleasantly plump teenager named Tracy Turnblad who dreams of becoming one of the featured dancers on her favorite local TV program, The Corny Collins Show. Tracy's charms and talent win her a spot on the show, as well as an enemy in the form of a spoiled teenage dance queen, and she uses her newfound celebrity to fight the racist attitudes at the TV station and in her own community. Hairspray was inspired by an essay John Waters wrote for his 1981 book, Shock Value. The essay, titled Ladies and Gentlemen, the Nicest Kids in Town, detailed Waters' personal obsession with the dance crazes of the early 60s and his love of the Buddy Dean Show, the real-life inspiration for the Corny Collins Show in the movie. By this point in his career, John Waters was infamous for his shocking, provocative films of the 1970s, including Multiple Maniacs, Pink Flamingos, and Female Trouble. Most of his movies received X ratings, but with Hairspray, Waters managed to make a genuine family film that was rated PG. To play the eclectic cast of characters, Waters hired an equally eclectic mix of musical stars and actors. You'll see Sonny Bono and Debbie Harry, R&B legend Ruth Brown, Jerry Stiller, Michael St. Gerard, and two essential members of the John Waters stock company known as the Dreamlanders, Mink Stoll and the incomparable Divine. And leading the cast as Tracy Turnblad is the terrific Ricki Lake, who made her film debut here. From 1988, also featuring a cameo appearance from John Waters himself, this is Hairspray. Hairspray was the eighth film that director John Waters made with one of his most important collaborators, Divine, who took on two roles here as Tracy's loving mother, Edna Turnblad, and the bigoted station manager, Arvin Hodgepile. Both characters were a far cry from the outrageous roles Divine played in earlier John Waters movies like Multiple Maniacs from 1970 and Female Trouble from 1974. Sadly, Hairspray was their final collaboration and Divine's last major film role. He died from heart failure just 1 month after the film premiered. Hairspray turned out to be John Waters' biggest mainstream hit, and in 2002, it was adapted as a Broadway musical that was even more successful, running for 6.5 years and winning 8 Tony Awards, including Best Musical, out of a total of 13 nominations. The stage musical was in turn adapted for the screen as a second Hairspray film released in 2007, directed by Adam Shankman and starring John Travolta as Edna Turnblad, the role that Harvey Fierstein played in the Broadway musical. Two of the stars of the 1988 original, Ricki Lake and Jerry Stiller, also returned to make brief appearances in the 2007 film. Up next, we're switching gears completely for a biblical epic from 1959 starring Charlton Heston.
Next on TCM, Ben-Hur, then Robin and Marian, and later, here comes Mr. Jordan. Heaven Can't Wait on TCM today.